Hello and welcome to Roll4D4. I'm your host Ennui, and if you're hearing this, that means episode 5 has finally made it up after many technical difficulties that have kept it from doing so. I just want to say I'm sorry for the delay, and thank you for your patience for everyone who is still here with the journey. And I just want to say enjoy this evening's episode and enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello and welcome back to Roll4D4, the Power Rangers. I'm your host Ennui. Welcome back and welcome to Roll4D4 if it's your first time here and if you're returning. You're joining us for episode 6. And last time on the Power Rangers, our heroes entered the Mystic Forest after sailing over the skies of Angel Grove, entering the Mount Aziz mountain range. Uh, while on their way to the mountain range, Wade took notice of a storm that was brewing, and he made the connection that it's the same kind of storm that was seen when they were first attacked by the mysterious monster before they gained their powers. So that might be a connection that might be right or wrong, and we have to keep playing to see. Moving forward, our Rangers made their way into the Mystic Forest, led by Bandora, who waited outside as they made their way in. Once they made their way in, the Rangers, along with Navi, who was convinced by Wade to join them on this mission, are confronted by Lady Fienna, whom is the voice of the Mystic Forest, a gorgeous woman with white hair and white robes who came down from the sky to sort of size up the Rangers, not allowing them to take out their weapons, and also dismissing Navi and their opinions, considering them to be less of a piece of existence because they are a robot, regardless of them being a robot programmed with anxiety. Uh, After that, and a few questions later, our Rangers find out that Wade's father, Wayne, is hated by Lady Fienna for reasons she has not yet revealed, but she has made it clear she will not help them find Wayne Biggs. But when an adversary showed up, a space witch named Lyra, who was mentioned before by Bandora a few episodes ago, she made her way into the Mystic Forest and is looking for something mysterious. And in her search, she's created a distraction for the Rangers in the form of 7 putty patrollers for them to fight. Lady Fienna gives chase as Lyra goes off into the forest on her broom, and the Rangers are now faced with their first major combat. Uh, and as we wait for our other players to join in, I can say I've officially sent off my application to have my game played in PAX Unplugged 2025. So if you will be in Philadelphia or the Philadelphia area in November of this year, you might have a chance to play in and take part in the story of the Power Rangers and also meet me. I don't know, you might want to do that. That might be cool. Who knows? Some of the people who watch this already know me, so you get to hang out with me already. But like, people like to meet, make the things they watch. So that might be an opportunity for you guys, if it's an opportunity for me. And I'm really hoping that pulls through. And as we are now joined by our fellow cast members and Rangers, let's there's some small introductions. Again, I'm your host and GM Ennui, first time GM, and very excited to be here. Next up, we have our stranger from the stars, Vesper, played by Gabby.
Hi, I'm Gabby, or Vesper, and we're now level 2.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep, there you are.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Have you heard me this whole time?
Yep.
If you
No.
said anything after Gabby's intro, then no.
Okay, never mind, cool. Because I just realized my headphones were plugged into the microphone part of my splitter, and I couldn't hear anything else. But I saw my microphone was going off, so I didn't think anything was wrong. So to continue introductions, uh, the boy from Lamar, what's your city's original name?
Oh, that is a great question.
Lamar, played by DJ.
Yeah. Howdy, gang. Ready for another session? Hoping not to accidentally smoke myself nonverbal again this time.
This is a stoner-friendly channel, just in case you guys didn't know. Every second is a smoke break. The boy with the toy train and the secret spider, Tyrion, played by Aaron.
Hello, this is Tyrion. Tyrion's purple, and he's going to start hitting things and very fast.
And last but not least, the young man from the Appalachian Mountains, Wade, played by Gage.
He is also level 2. He is not purple, he is green. And he is also completely and totally uninterested in whatever is going on in front of him or behind him, I guess.
Right. So I have opened the map in game. Or open the map in chat is what I meant to say. And let us move our minds into the world of the Power Rangers as we zoom over the hills of the Mystic Forest and down and later behind our Rangers as they are surrounded by 7 putty patrollers. Wade, who started to walk away for a bit, lost in thought with Navi on his shoulder, is a bit further away from everyone as Vesper, Tyrion, and Lamar stand in a triangle as the putties have surrounded them, and Wade is just a little bit off. Lady Fienna has given chase to Lyra, who is flying on her broom around the forest. And we have already rolled our initiative, with V being first. So, V, how would you like to act? You're surrounded by 7 putties who stand around you, fidgeting and lolling at you. And the air is kind of filled with that. It's a little bit unnerving. This is the first, not first time, but the second time you face these creatures. But this time, now having a little bit more of a grip on your powers as you have taken time to train.
So, Vesper, does V see that Wade's like walking away from the battle or like not facing the battle?
You kind of noticed him walk off during the conversation with Lady Fienna. So yeah, you notice that he's not by you.
V's going to glance back, and talking is like a free action, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're just gonna say some, yeah. They're gonna like turn around and just like look to him and be like, "What are you doing? Get over here! Look!" And then they're like gonna try to motion, and as they motion, uh, Lady Fianna let them have their weapons, correct?
Yes.
And as they're motioning, they're gonna make an attack for the one that's right in front of DJ, because I think DJ has the less health.
So gonna
Yeah.
move
Oh, I have
around.
50. I don't think I have to move for that. I have 50 feet range on that.
Oh yeah, you have gun.
Yeah, I have a sniper, and it's gonna get 2 attacks on it because that's its ability.
1 sec while I grab this book with sets and put a bookmark to
Yeah,
the other
it
book.
is.
All right.
And I will just. What do you want me to roll for that? Like a accuracy hit?
Yes, give me an accuracy, or give me a targeting.
Targeting. All right, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I have just on my D20. I have a natural 1, but I have an ability called what's it? Grid Tech 1 under my targeting, and it lets me reroll 1s and 2s as many times as I want.
Go for it.
So I'm
For a personal
re-rolling
power,
that.
or is that one of your skills?
That is, that's actually a Blue Ranger ability.
Oh no, but like, does it cost a personal power? Is what I meant.
Oh, let me go to that because I lost.
Let me check my bookmarks while I'm here. The Grid Tech 1.
Yes.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, I found it just as you found it. Okay.
You
Does
have
a
to beat an
17 hit?
11. Yes.
15 on. Okay.
All right. So you
That's
take aim with your sniper, turning over and putting it over the shoulder of Lamar as you fire, and the bullet whizzes out in a laser spark as the
yes.
first putty is taken down and destroyed.
So for my sniper, I can shoot twice. Oh, yeah, no, multiple targets. Okay. It does cost one energy to do though. So since that one's down, I'm going. Can I shoot the one? Can I try to shoot the one in front of Tyrion?
Go for it, yeah.
I got a 1 on the coin, 12 on the 20. I'm going to flip the coin again. All right, no, that's still 13.
Okay, and that still hits because their evasion is only 11. So whizzing
Okay.
to your left, you spin. You said the one closest to Tyrion,
Yes.
the one on the road, or the one in the trees.
The one on the road.
Okay. So that's 2 shots from your rifle. You still have a movement to use if you want to.
Um, they're just going to back up just a little bit towards Wade, but not completely. So just like I can't really see the spaces. Yeah, about there works. They have their movement speed. They're pretty fast. They have morphed. It's 15.
Yeah, so that's good. The spaces are a little invisible, so we're not going to worry about that again.
Okay,
All right.
and yeah, that's my turn.
So let me mark off 2 of these putties in the initiative order.
And kind of as Vesper shoots them down, they're gonna look to their 2 companions in the front and go, that's what I can do. I need to reload, recharge, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Next is going to be 3 of the putties. All right. Okay. Wade, I want you to give me an alertness roll.
One moment. Alertness. Where am I here? Nope. Um, 9.
All right. So you do not notice that a putty has started to sneak up on you. Give me an evasion with a downshift 1, as this putty makes an attack against you.
If
Or no, what is your evasion is what I should have asked.
13.
Okay. Let me roll this. Forget how things work sometimes. Oh, okay, and they match that as that putty raises its arms up and does a double chop down on your back, across your neck and shoulders. Navi flies off your shoulder as they in panic and fly a few feet away from you. You take 1 damage.
Darn.
And that is that putty. Next one. The second one closest to Tyrion is going to approach. And they right. The second putty is going to approach Tyrion, and they're going to use power in numbers. The putty gains edge on an attack roll of a creature of it if a putty's ally is within at least 5 feet of the target. You got another one that's pretty close to you. So we're going to count that as about 5 feet and give them an edge. Tyrion, what is your evasion?
13.
All right. This putty also succeeds, reeling its right arm back and punching you directly in the chest, knocking the wind out of you as you fall back onto your butt. And you're going to also take 1 damage. Third putty. This one's going to take a couple steps forward and pick up a rock. And they're going to sling it at Lamar. Their targeting is do they not have targeting? Oh, there it is. Okay. Plus D2. All right. So they're going to Lamar, what's your evasion?
15.
Jesus, these putties are angry. All right, so this putty's gonna pick up a rock and reel his arm back and fucking hurl it at the back of your helmet, and you feel like "Bonk," as the rock shatters against you, and you feel like the pressure kind of dissipate around your helmet as sparks fly past the front of your visor, and you also take 1 damage.
Rude.
Yikes, just spark.
If you had to estimate just by looking at that putty, what part of Philly would you say he was from?
Damn. He's from North. He's from North. They be playing baseball for fun out there. All right, next up is Tyrion.
All right. So the one that decided to hit. Wait, do I have to get up since I'm on my butt?
That'll be a free action.
Okay. Then I will get up and I will utilize my coupler staff to hit to the one that hit me,
All right.
the one in
Your
front.
cosmic couplers.
Yes.
Their evasion is 11, so you give me an 11. Or not give me. Wow. uh,
You have the 11s, I know. What
sorry.
do we need?
Da, 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 da. Give me a might roll.
Like, okay, cool. D2. All right.
I got to beat an 11.
All right. We did because the D20 is an 18 and the D2 is a 2.
Nice. Oh wait, you said 18 and a 2.
18 and a 2.
That's a crit.
Ooh, good
So
job.
how you want to take out this putty?
So we're gonna wherever a normal belly button would be on this thing, we're gonna go up and then we're gonna lift it up by its belly button, and then we're gonna hit it up in the air until it pops into rock.
I see. Yes. So you kind of spin around and hit the putty up with your cosmic couplers and beat on it in the air. And as it finally explodes and dissipates, it explodes out into the air. And the other putties kind of turn around, kind of looking at each other, all kind of noticeably scared now. So the last 4 putties are a little bit intimidated. Next in initiative order is Lyra. And she is just gonna keep running from Fienna. And let's see if she notices what's going on with you guys. Or her alertness. She does not notice what's going on the ground, so you guys are good. She is searching for whatever she is searching for. And next up is Lamar.
All right. I think it's the classic volley into attacking 8 times.
Oh yeah.
So I burn my personal power, and I can do 8 attacks.
Oh no!
But
remember
only
split. We put 2 pellets for 1 attack, so it would be
that's
4.
what I was going. That's what I was just going to say. It's technically 4, but like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
yeah,
technically still like 8 instances.
yeah.
Um, and so would I just roll targeting on this?
Yes, I believe that's true. Let
Okay.
me check. Let me check this GM screen real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So range and cover still apply. We got 1 putty that is under a tree, kind of. Um, what's the range on your Star Slinger?
I believe it's. Let's see. It's 50 or 100. I'm assuming
Right.
the 100 is like disadvantage or something.
I don't think you have any disadvantages right now, I believe, but you got
I just
1
mean
putty
like if
under
I try the
cover.
100. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like,
Does
I think the 50, 100 is just like minimum, maximum,
okay, okay.
or like maximum, like charged maximum, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
was doing it as, so I hope so.
yeah. All right,
Okay.
so you got 8 shots.
I'm gonna
Go
start
ahead and
with
use the
the
personal power.
one next to Wade
All right, that
because I
one
didn't
is
like how
covered
he treated
in,
him.
or that that one is covered by foliage. So
Is that like disadvantage or
range,
that
cover, and other
just
modifiers apply to these targets individually. Um, yeah. So give me a targeting roll with a downshift 1.
okay? That shifts me from a 6 to a 4. And we've got a 3 on the 20 and a 2 on the 4. So that ain't doing it.
All right. So, your shot comes down and dissipated in the leaves of the trees. But however, the putty does look up because they are easily distracted, which is one of their hangups. And they're now looking up, not paying attention to what's going on around them. You got 3 more shots.
Yeah, we'll do another one at him.
All right, give me another one, also with downshift.
Oh, that's 20 on the die and a 4 on the D4.
God damn! All right, that's
I
another
really
crit.
wanted that guy dead.
All right, so your second 2 shots go up, and they spark with pink energy as they come down in formation, kind of swirling around each other in almost a DNA pattern. They separate going around the tree and hit the buddy from both sides, going into its temples as its head explodes first in a mess of stone and clay before the rest of its body.
I didn't know I could do that. Look, I dropped my D20. 1 sec.
Omar, you want to make any movement? Or no, you still got 2
I
shots
can't
left.
move. I still have 2 shots, but I can't move because volley.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to use a different D20 because I don't know where that went. And I hope that doesn't jinx me. All right, next shot, and that's going to be at the. Are the ones with the different icons, are those like super putties or? Just a different icon. Yeah, I'll go for that one. The
The one
one
on
with
the
the
road?
other icon next to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, the one on the road. Yep.
Give me that targeting roll. No downshift.
That is a 19 on the 20 and a 3 on the 6.
Take that one out.
And then
One
I guess
shot left.
last one to the one closest to me. That's a 3 on the 20 and a 5 on the 6.
And that one is a miss as the shot shoots into the ground between the putty's feet, and it looks at you. Its face doesn't move, as its face is kind of stuck in a permanent like stone scowl. Like imagine the stone mask from JoJo, but
Mhm.
like it's scowling harder at you somehow.
Uh-oh.
All right. Next up is Lady Fienna, whom is going to continue to give chase to Lyra. And that putty's dead. Wade, it is all you.
Well, I wasn't going to fight that putty, but I think Wade is like the mental equivalent to a Metal Gear Solid security guard anyway. So he's going to get hit and then see absolutely nothing standing right where he just got hit from and just continue on his merry way, doing what he was doing before. Um, can how far away uh, is Lyra and um, the other one from Wade?
They're both high in the sky. You guys can see them flying around, but they're a good like 50, 60 feet up in the sky.
Okay. Are they within shouting distance? Can I discern like which one's which from how far away I am?
You can definitely see which one is which. One has a purple dress on and is riding a broom. The other has like long flowing white and gold cloak that is like waving in the wind behind them. Um, Shouting distance, Lady Fienna will most likely be able to hear you since they're the voice of the Mystic Forest. So if you just talk, they should probably hear you.
But not Lyra.
No.
Darn. Um, what if I bolted towards them? Would I be able to be heard?
Well, you still be at ground level, so I don't. Well, Talira, not likely. No.
Okay, okay. Well. Um, hmm. Do I notice the guy to I'm imagining myself I'm facing like diagonally if you're looking at it on the grid like in the top left corner, kind of that direction.
Mhm.
So do I notice the guy who is to my right in the trees and bushes and stuff that's there?
Oh, that's Navi.
Ah, so it is. I saw the red borders and I assumed it was.
I did make hers a little redder than I meant to. Also, Gage, you might have
A
gone
bad
into the
guy.
Nether realm.
Yeah, I had some sort of moment there apparently.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, what happened?
Uh, Nothing. I was just saying that I did make Navi's border a little more red than I meant to.
No, can I see the guys off to my left through all the brush and
Um,
stuff out of the corner of my eye?
I'm turning around. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I guess I would be reacting to the direction that I was hit from. So I would turn and face that way, right? Um,
Mhm.
and then I see those guys there, and I can tell that they're like those putty things that I fought before, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna pull out the old blaster there and see if I can just get the one that's slightly closer.
What's the range on your what is your weapon's name?
Um,
Your your,
like
your power axe. Your
it is technically. Hold on, where is it? I wrote it down. It's the power axe, single
okay,
blade
yeah.
axe to be used for blunt damage. It also converts to a mini energy cannon, but it is aesthetically a shotgun with an axe handle for the pump, or an axe head for the pump.
Alright, and what is your range?
It says, hold on, 5100.
Okay. And we'll call that one about 50, little over 50. So yeah, you can take that shot. You're aiming for the one closest to Lamar or the one closer to the road?
Um, hold on, my Discord's taking a shit. It says I've been disconnected. Oh, okay. I am back in. I just still have the "you've been disconnected" over my overlay. That's cool. Um, it,
Yeah, we still hear you.
it's it's the one closer to Lamar. Yeah, it's the slightly larger one.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make me a targeting roll,
Let me
and their
see.
evasion is 11.
Oh fuck yes! Finally something I have. That's not. That is a 13 on the 20 and a 1 on the D4.
And that is a hit. There's one putty left. Alright, you gonna make any movements after taking that shot?
Um, back towards the.
You cut out again, but I heard back towards the. It's gonna put you right about here, closer to Vesper. Well, if we Gage come back, I'm gonna do Navi's turn. Navi is kind of stunned from being hit off of Wade's shoulder and
Uh,
was a little discombobulated. Oh,
oh, there we go. Maybe.
there you go.
Uh, yeah. So I saw them go left, right, like fly off in that
Uh,
direction.
y- yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run towards them because I want to figure out what the hell is going on with this Lyra person summoning
I will
putties.
say that they are flying and chasing each other, and they are up in the sky, so they're not really focused on anything on the ground.
He's not thinking that far ahead, brother. Um, I am going to.
Real quick, and Navi is. Or, well, I guess I should wait until Because Navi's actions might depend on Wade's. Someone give us a fun fact about their ranger while we wait.
As we all know, Tyrion's a child, but he does have a ranger call out when he morphs. It's called Execution is the Chariot of Genius. And then we have explosions in the background.
All right, so we're gonna put a pause on Wade for a moment. They're gonna stay where they are. I'm gonna take Navi's turn. Navi has been discombobulated by being hit off of Wade's shoulder. Navi's not used to being in battle, but Navi is going to take to the air and fly over towards the rest of the team. Right here between Vesper and Tyrion. Wade's off chasing the magic lady and the witch. If you can do this, and they're gonna take a little bit more movement to be in between all of you. And Navi is going to fire their laser eyes. Oof. Navi misses as their laser eyes shoot at the putty and just above their head, not even grazing the top of their scalp, as Navi kind of squawks in embarrassment. It's aimed. And we're gonna move back to the top with V.
Yeah, as it happens, Vesper's just gonna like look over to Navi, shake their head, and be like, "And you were worried about us." And correct me if I'm wrong, but are they still flying about like above us?
Navi are Lyra and Fienna.
Uh, Lyra and Theano.
They're not directly above you, but they are up in the sky, still flying. Yeah.
Can Vesper see them?
Yeah. They're like
How
visible
high
in
in
the
the
sky, but they're not like dots, but like you can make out their bodies.
how high in the sky would you say? Would you say more than
Um,
150 foot range?
Probably not 150 feet. Probably somewhere between like 50, 80.
So Vesper could definitely snipe Lyra, correct?
If you want to take that shot, yeah.
Should we take that shot? I'm pretty sure everybody else can take out that one other putty. I'm confident in the two. Um,
I mean, if you
would
want to
Ves
take the shot, I'll free up an action.
would Vesper know that speaking to Theana, she can like just speak to the forest?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Vesper is going to kind of like mutter, kind of to the ground actually. I would say, be careful because I am going to take a shot. And V is going to take a shot. And I did find it, and their ability does take a downshift, but I don't think they're going to use the multiple targets ability. I think they're just going to use a normal energy attack for that.
Okay.
And there is more to their ability to their gun that I didn't think was like important for the putties, but the effects is it ignores armor bonuses to evasion, and I don't know what the notes mean. So if you could refresh me on it, I wrote 2 turns, so I don't know if that last 2 turns or what.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Uh, for the effect or the question?
Both.
So the effect is seeking ignores armor bonuses to evasion, and the notes are just says 2 turns.
Hmm.
My question was what does the 2 turns mean? Does it last 2 turns? Because if so, this would be the second turn because that's part of the plus 50-foot range from last turn.
Yes.
That ability is called I See You.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go take the shot now.
All right. 1 sec to get Lyra's stats. I thought I had this ready.
You're good. You're good.
There we go. All right. Make your shot with targeting. You have to beat a evasion of 17.
Oh, 15 on the 20, 2 on the die.
Oh, 17 exactly. So you aim your sniper up in the air at the 2 flying figures and you take your shot. The laser whipping across the air as Lyra, who is being chased by Fienna, is mostly focused on the ground and a spell that she has active in her hands, and isn't aware of the laser bullet flying in on her.
Heck yeah.
And she takes a shot directly to the body as sparks also fly from her in the same way that sparks fly from you guys. And she kind of oh, uh, ooh, as she kind of tumbles off of her broom instinctually chasing after her towards the ground. And Lady Fiona also starts to go into a dive after her.
Vesper's gonna like. They're actually gonna like giggle a little bit. This is the first time they've got to actually snipe in a while. And yeah, they're gonna look around, look towards where Wade is running at, kind of roll their eyes, and I think V is gonna chase after him. V's pretty confident in their 2 companions, their 2 friends, and that's 15 movement speed. No, 40. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
for my
okay.
bonus. No, or sorry about that.
And wait, now that you're back, is there anything else that you wanted to do for the rest of your turn?
Nope. Just running towards him.
Okay. Alright. Next in initiative order is this putty. The putty is going to look at V make that shot and turn back. And when they turn back, V is running off towards Wade, but they don't know that. At first, they flinch a little bit and see she's running off in a different direction. And they turn back towards Lamar and Tyrion and Navi, who's floating between them. And they kind of look left and right. And they also start to run off, but away from where everyone is. And next up is going to be Tyrion.
All right. 35. So I'm gonna the one that's running away. I can get to him in 35 or no.
Not all the way. You get about
How far
right,
away? Yeah.
right here.
And I don't think I can reach that far. So I'm gonna roll to see if I can try to get its attention to come back towards us since it's running away.
Mhm. Still,
And
and you're going to be rolling against their
uh,
cleverness, which is an 11.
rolling against their cleverness. Do I have anything left?
Oh, so I guess you're going to be using performance or persuasion. You pick.
Oh, I have a D2 on both of them. So I'll do performance. And while I'm doing this performance, I'm going to yell, "Hey, you're running away so soon? We still have time to play." And then I'm going to do like a little jig with my couplers in my hand, almost like I'm jumping rope. And what was the? I
11.
need an 11. Oh, 11 on the dot. So I have 10 on the D20 and a 1 on the D2.
All right. So the putty stops in its tracks and turns around, like tilts its head and like rolls its shoulders a little bit, and then it's stopped running and is now like shit talking you in putty language. Like it's waving its arms like, come on, come on.
Can I respond?
Um, yeah.
Okay. You rockhead. I don't speak your language. And that's it.
What part of Philly is
Putty's
he
gonna like
from?
tilt its head back as go for it.
What part of Philly was he from?
Oh no,
Hmm.
no, he's not from Philly. He's from Jersey and drives an hour to get here
Oh,
for
okay,
work,
never
but
mind.
like says he's from Philly.
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
was going to say Upper Darby.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this putty's gonna like roll its head around, and they're just gonna get kind of worked up as they are now ready to start moving back towards you. And we're going to move on to Lyra's turn. Lyra, who is falling from the sky, make a quick roll to see if she regains her composure before she hits the ground. Oh yeah, Lyra also took Vesper. What kind of damage does your rifle do? Does energy, right? They'll be back. Yeah, so Lyra is going to roll to try and reorient themselves as they're falling. They did take 1 damage earlier. All right, and Lyra is going to snap back to reality and summon their broom to them as they are falling. And you have now gained Lyra's attention in her search, and she is going to use her movement to start coming back towards you guys. She has a lot of movement because she's flying and she also a little bit of a higher level than you guys. Um, Lyra is going to hover above you guys and hold her hand out as as 2 globs fall from the sky, and from those 2 globs, 2 more putties are spawned below her on the ground. I told you to stay distracted, she says to you guys as she. That one's skinny now, it's fine. As she kind of pouts at everyone, and what's going on? Okay. Um, as she kind of pouts at everyone and gets ready to take back off on her broom. Um, Next is well, let me roll initiative for these next 2 putties, for these 2 new putties. All right. Um, Next up is Lamar. Actually, no. Lyra still has more movement, so what she's going to do is start moving again, and she's going to get about right here. And now it's Lamar's turn.
All right. I'm gonna move. Like, oh wait, let me see what my move is. 30 feet. Purple one is Tyrion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up to behind Tyrion and just make my shots at some putties.
You want to be going like the right or left of Tyrion? The left, you'll be more in the trees. The right, you'll be closer to the road.
More in the trees. Now I get cover. And then yeah, I'll make attack roll on Putty.
The one in the trees.
Yes.
All right.
And that's a
Give me a targeting roll
7
with
on
your
the
Star
20.
Slinger.
Yep. 7 on the 20 and a 6 on the 6.
All right, and that is going to take out this putty that was still very much in the middle of talking shit to Tyrion. As it explodes into clay and rock, holding up its rock middle fingers right before it explodes.
I was going to
Even
let
from
him go
behind,
when he was just running.
even from behind you guys hear Navi go, "I've never seen one get that upset. I've never seen one get that upset. What was that?"
He had the galaxy up his ass.
Was that the one that hit me with the rock too?
Yeah, maybe.
I
No,
think it
no.
was.
It might
No,
have
we got that
been.
one already.
No, yeah, because
I
Wade
think we
killed
might have
that
got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Vesper killed both of the ones that attacked their friends.
But then I'm gonna use my other attack for the other one next to Tyrion,
All right.
and that is a 6 on the 20 and a 3 on the 6.
Right, and that is a miss as your shot whizzes right past it and hits a tree branch. Um, hmm. You know, let me make a quick roll for something. The branch of that tree
Uh.
is starting to smolder and smoke a little bit, but it has not caught fire. But,
I guess it is an energy weapon.
all right. Anything else you want to do for your turn passes?
I think that'll be it.
All right. Next is going to be Lady Fienna, whom is going to continue giving chase to Lyra. And as she's passing by all of you, she's going to hold out her hand. Please stay alive for me and heal you all by 1 health. Or anyone who's been damaged is healed by 1 health. If you haven't been hurt yet, you stay where you are.
Hell yeah.
And Lady Fienna is going to continue chasing Lyra. Actually, Lady Fienna still has some extra movement left. So she's going to move in front of her and make her own attack roll. Lyra evasion. 17. All right, Lady Fienna has to be a 17. 17 exactly. All right, so Lady Fienna flies with a swiftness in front of Lyra, cutting her off on her broom as she holds both her palms out, and a blast of white light comes from them as Lyra is knocked backwards, still holding on tightly to her broom. Lyra takes 2 points of damage, bringing her down to 5 health. Lyra looks mad as their purple witch hat starts to glow a bright glow, and they reach into their cloak and pull out a bigger glob of clay, not not one of the small globs that have been used for putty making. Uh, I guess you guys really are bad at staying distracted. And we're going to move on to Wade's turn.
About how far away? How far away is Lyra?
They're further than when you were last there.
God
Um,
damn it.
they're about they're about 100 feet away now, and still in the air.
How close to them can I get without touching that putty that's in between me and her?
I'll tell you what, if you want, you can attempt a technology roll to try and teleport with your teleporter, your communicator.
Oh no
It might
fucking
not work
way.
in the Mystic Forest. It might not work in the Mystic Forest, but you can absolutely give it a try.
um
So give me a technology roll with a difficulty of 16.
all right, yeah. Wade thinks he's smart enough that this will work. It's a 13, boss.
Hmm. Hmm.
How does this affect Wade?
Hmm. All right, so Wade thinks for a second, putting their chin, or putting their hands to their chin and stroking their stubble that's definitely not on their helmet, and they slap down their communicator, and white light sparks around them for a second, but isn't able to take them anywhere. You still have all your movement and actions, however.
Okay, well, at least it
Um,
didn't make me be upside down or something.
you do have 2 putties in between you, and you do have a kind of super jump as a Power Ranger.
Oh shit.
So if you wanted to jump over these guys,
I totally forgot about
I
that.
will call this I will call this about a 80-foot distance to like jump over the trees and these putties and land like right here on the road,
Okay,
about 30 feet from them.
we decided in a previous session that we could burn our action as a movement, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. Um, how far can I get to the putty with just my super jump as a Power Ranger? I get all the way to the putty with that jump?
So your jump distance is tripled as a Power Ranger. Um, you can absolutely get to the putties, yeah.
Okay, okay, hear me out. I want to I want to Super Mario this where I jump on the putty's head and then stomp on the head of the putty and then use that as a basically a platform for a double jump to get close to Lyra who is in the air. So I want to be using that as a platform to jump even higher and even closer.
That is very Green Ranger of you. And all right, let's call that acrobatics. And I want you to give me an acrobatics with an upshift because you feel inspired and you feel the energy running through you because you want to catch up to these damn people who keep moving.
Alrighty.
And
That
go ahead
is
and make your first initial jump.
That is a 13 on the 20 and a 2 on the coin.
Right, so you absolutely make that jump and you were over the trees and you were heading towards this putty as you were landing. This putty's evasion is 11, so let me roll their 11. Give me a athletics roll as you land down on this putty and attempt to springboard off of
And
it.
this is the same. Do I also upshift?
Or actually, another acrobatics, not athletics.
Acrobatics.
Also with an upshift, yeah.
Okay. That is a 19 on the 20 and a 2 on the coin again.
All right. So you make your giant leap and springboard off this putty's head back into the air. The putty never even saw you coming, and as you leap off of them, you sort of make a sonic boom of energy with your feet, and the energy ripples through the putty, destroying them, giving you another boost as you are in the air, just a few feet below Lyra, before you stabilize, before you start heading towards the ground.
Well, Gage didn't think he'd get this far, so Wade definitely didn't think he'd get this far. uh Shit. Um
Make all these little bigger to represent that they're in the air.
okay. What can I do since I've burned my action? I've got a free action still.
You still got an attack.
Ah, I know what I'm gonna do. Now that I'm within shouting distance, follow me out here. I am going to attempt to get her to fall into the classic supervillain trap of going on a long-winded monologue in which they stand completely still and reveal their entire evil plan to me. All right. So, I will burn one of my quips and speeches and use whatever we need. It says burn one of your quips and speeches once per long rest, asking the non-player character in question for the favor. You gain edge on all alertness, deception, and persuasion skill checks targeting them for 5 minutes. So
All right.
I am going to
And
attempt
while I get a
to
timer ready for 5 minutes.
persuade them with that ability to basically, uh, like I said, get them to spill their guts on what they're doing here and what their plans are, and hopefully hold them here long enough for everybody else to come over and beat the dog shit out of them.
I will say that Lyra is still right now after being attacked by Lady Fienna, so they're not moving. Um, you are in the air. You got to come down eventually.
That's a next turn problem.
Okay. All
Um,
right. So I'm gonna start this 5 minute timer. And which skill are you gonna use to try and bait Lyra into monologuing?
Again, my goal is to get them to basically burn their entire next turn, actions, attacks, movements, and all to basically just sit there and monologue about everything that we can get out of them. And that, like I said, I will be using one of my quips and speeches to use whatever we need to get the edge, and then I will. Where is my? Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, just try to persuade them.
Okay. I'm gonna start this 5 minute timer. And what are you going to say to persuade Lyra
Okay.
or to bait them?
I'm up in the air. I'm just gonna yell. Hey, I may only been a superhero for like a day or something, but I read enough comic books know that you guys are supposed to tell us your evil plan before you run off into the distance. So spill your guts. And then
I don't owe you anything.
I don't owe you anything.
I don't owe you any information.
I, but you know, you're the bad guys. We're the good guys. That's how this works. I'm still floating in the air, right?
Absolutely.
Falling. Okay.
All depends on your view of things, I guess. And they're gonna turn their broom towards you, away from Lady Fienna, now kind of distracted.
All I'm just saying is you're a shitty bad
And
guy. As I'm falling down.
I'm a what? And they're going to grip the clay in their hand, and it squishes between their fingers, um, as energy starts to flow from their arm into it. Now, you're about to start heading back to the ground, so we're going to wrap up your turn unless you want to attempt an attack. Or actually,
Do I?
roll your persuasion. I don't know if we ever did that.
No. So let me see here. So how does edge work again? Do I do an upshift?
Edge. So edge is your d20 plus every die that you have available in a skill ladder,
Ah,
and you take the highest number from any single skill die.
what?
So if you have a D2, D4, D6, you roll those three. And if the D4 is a 4 and everything else is a 2 and a 1, you take that 4 and add it to your D20.
All right. So that is again a 19 on the 20, and that is a 4 on the D6. So
All
23
right.
total.
And their cleverness is only a 15, so they are absolutely baited by you, and they are ready to start monologuing on their next
I'm
turn.
just gonna say under my breath, bitch.
All right, next up is Navi, who's watching all this go down and sees the last putty is distracted. And feeling confident in themselves and still a little embarrassed from before, they're going to fly up to it a little closer than they were to the last one and fire their laser eyes one more time. This is for you, Wade! Oh, I dropped my D12. That's my D100. I don't need that. Your laser eyes to this putty. And Navi is going to fucking crit as their laser eyes blast through the chest of this putty. It doesn't even explode yet as two red laser beams go through its chest and hit to the ground and just kind of like and like pat their hands over the holes, trying to like hold themselves together somehow as they slowly start to like expand and explode. And they kind of like give like a cartoonish wave goodbye at everybody before they finally into clay and dust. All right, and that was
Yeah,
Navi's turn.
Navi.
I I didn't know I had it in me. And we're going to move back to the top of the turn. There are no putties left. How do we want to handle this? How do we want to... Guess she's going to.
All I'm gonna say is Vesper's gonna go for another shot if
Okay, so we
if
yes,
combat's still happening.
we are back at the top of the turn. All putties are dead. We're going to stop combat for just a second as Wade comes back to the ground, taking no damage. They're fine. They're a Power Ranger now.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And they land back down on the ground. I'm gonna have all you guys kind of form up a bit, under Wade or not under Wade, under Lyra and under Fienna.
Couldn't
That's a
Vesper
5 minute
stay?
timer.
Oh, actually, that's nice. Never mind. I like where they're at.
Right. So Lyra and Lady Fienna float above you guys Lyra, now distracted by Wade's taunting. You want to know my plan? Is that what you want? I'm a shitty villain because I didn't tell you my plan. I want the root. I want the mystic root, and I'll be the strongest witch in the galaxy. I won't need the children of D. I won't need my mother. I won't even need to be a witch. I'll just have the power that I need to make sure no one can ever hurt me again. That's my big plan if you think you need to know it so bad. And congratulations for getting it out of me because you won't be alive much longer to hear anything else I have to say. And they're going to release the large ball of clay that they had in their hand towards the ground. And it lands with an audible splat as it hits the ground and starts to bubble and writhe. Unlike the uh, unlike the putty clay before it, this clay is different. It sparks with purple energy from Lyra's magic as it grows and grows and grows, standing at about 8 feet tall, turning into a green and white flower-like monster. It's feminine in appearance, as its what's the word I'm looking for? Porcelain doll-like face looks at everyone with blue eyes. Hostile plant, destroy them. I I can't yet. And Lyra is going to mutter a spell to themselves. Lady Fienna is going to turn around. No! And Lady Fienna is going to attempt a quick roll. You all can kind of surmise that Lyra is doing a spell to try and escape. So if anyone else wants to try and make a quick attempt to stop them as well, give me a da, 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 da. Well, I guess let me know what you want to do to try and stop her. First, Lady Fienna's gonna go.
How high is she in the air?
Um, about 80 feet still.
How high can I jump normally? I get 3 times jump as a Power Ranger, right?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are jumping rules actually? um, let's also let's just say jumping is your speed,
Okay.
so you can jump 30 feet in the air. I think you have 30.
Okay.
Well, well, let's not say that because as a human you cannot jump 30 feet in the air.
I was gonna say
It's
But we're
Okay.
morphed. We're not.
it's in like the 2090s. I could have
Oh wait,
robot
here it
legs.
is. Wait, I found it in the DM screen. Jumping, standard long jump, running long jump, high jump, running high jump. That doesn't tell me much. All right, so so from what this is showing me, let's say standard jump height is 5 feet.
Point being, there's no way I'm getting within grabbing distance of this flying person.
Can Vesper go first? Vesper's gonna target the broom.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Hey,
Um,
hey.
all right, so everyone, let me know what they're gonna do, and we're gonna make some rolls.
Yeah, I'm aiming the slinger at the broom.
Can I see them
As
aiming?
Vesper, yeah,
Um,
no, Vesper's behind you actually.
How long is your gun?
Actually, it is pretty long. Hold on, wait, let me get back to it. I
But
think is it a
but
two-handed gun?
is your gun 65 feet?
No,
let
it is not
me
60
do it
feet.
for you.
Uh,
When all I do is for you.
yeah, Vesper's gonna see. I'm gonna assume Vesper can see Lamar. Gonna see him aiming, kind of grin under their mask, kind of like feel like that kinship they're used to, and they're also going to aim for the room.
If Wade sees them aiming, if that's something that he sees, he's going to go put himself in a position that he's underneath Lyra, such that if she falls, he's like right there, able to like grapple her or something.
Is Tyrion able to play a version of baseball by picking up a putty rock?
Putties don't leave residue, but there are rocks around you on the ground and on the road. So if you want to pick one
Well,
up, if you want to pick up a rock, you can.
I will pick up a rock and we are going to try to beam it at that head.
All right. So first is going to be Lady Fienna, who attempts to stop her with magic, but she's going to miss, or not miss, but she's going to fail as her magic rushes at Lyra, and there's a sort of invisible orb around her that the light kind of moves around and dissipates around. If you ever seen Akira, the way that Kaneda's laser dissipates around Tetsuo when he tries to shoot him that one time. Uh, so she misses. Um, Lamar, give me a targeting. Or I guess no, V, give me a targeting since you're first in initiative order.
Does a 14 hit? 12 on the 22 on the flip.
14 does not hit.
Can I spend an inspiration point?
Uh, yes, you can spend a story point to reroll a skill test
story.
as if specialized.
Is everybody else okay with that?
That's fine with me.
Go forward. We only have 4.
Go for it.
That wasn't any better. That was a 12.
Yeah. So your 2 shots also dissipate off this blue orb, not blue orb, this invisible orb that is forming around Lyra. Next is going to be Tyrion, who's going to throw their rock.
No,
So also give me a.
I'm using my weapon to hit it up there.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah. Yeah, you just say you're playing
planning
baseball.
on using a performance, if that's okay.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
or
go
I
ahead.
can
Yeah.
do performance. Okay.
Yeah, how are you doing it?
So I'm gonna say we used to have stickball on the tracks, and then I'm gonna throw the rock up, and I'm gonna use my couplers, and I'm gonna knock it up to homegirl's head, to Lyra's head.
Now roll your performance.
There we go. And we got maybe not. We have a 12 on the D20 and a 2 on the flip.
That's also going to miss and be ineffective. As you hit the rock with your couplers, it shatters into a bunch of pieces and almost like a shotgun spread, and all the little bits and pieces do hit that orb, but none of them pass through.
Ah, magic.
And and Wade is waiting under. Uh, Seeing that no one's attacks have worked yet, Wade, do you want to
Well,
try anything else?
I didn't go yet.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, go.
Rip.
I got a 12 on the 20 and a 4 on the 6.
One short. Her evasion is a 17.
Now,
Use
should
a
I
story.
burn the story point? Yeah.
Use it.
20 on the 20 and a 2 on the 6.
All right. And you were aiming for her broom?
Yeah.
All right. So
Does
you
does
take.
Lamar hit her like 800 times? No.
Oh no.
It'd just be 2 pellets.
So you take aim with your star slinger, and you fire off your glowing shot that hits the bubble and hisses for a second as it like attempts to keep motion, and it finally breaks through. There's a popping. There's a very like blunt popping sound as the bubble is broken through, and her broom is hit from the back half where the twigs where the sweeping end is, and she starts to go into a spin out, um going off a little bit to the side. Has she broken concentration is the question.
And if so, I'm going to shout for Wade to do his thing.
One sec while I figure out where her. Yeah, just let me make that roll real quick. Not lost focus on her spell. She is spinning out, still sitting on her broom, and she's getting closer to the ground, but she's still muttering to herself, her hands clasped together as she's now starting to glow. Um, However, before anyone else can do anything, Octoplant makes its first move and sends out a wave of energy in the form of plant tendrils that rise from the ground and push everyone about 5 feet away. No one takes any damage, but her goal was to disorient everyone and make some more space. You guys have three three rounds of combat until Lyra successfully teleports away, and we are going to re-roll initiative.
Let's
Where's my
see
pencil?
here.
Where's my pencil? There it is.
Vesper got an 18, 16 on the d20, 2 on the flip.
Got a 13 for Lamar.
Wade has an 18, a 16 on the 20, and a 2 on the flip.
Tyrion has 12, 11 on the 20, 1 on the flip.
All right, let me write down this initiative order. Oh, okay. $18, right?
I had 18.
I think you both might have, unless I'm wrong.
No, we
Yeah.
both had 18.
V had 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think whoever has the higher speed goes, right? To be Vesper then.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go before the everybody else, like an initiative, or is there does the monster go before me?
I gotta roll the monsters initiative real quick. Actually, this is what I did not, or I also didn't roll navies. Wait, yes, I did. I didn't write it down.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So did I get to go one before she summoned the monster, or
What do you,
Since he had like a prepared action.
yeah?
wait, explain what you mean, because I'm confused.
I was waiting for them to shoot the broom down. Uh, Basically, I was holding my action for something to happen, and that didn't happen. So does that action I was holding just disappear now, or
Yeah, if you wanted to, unless you still want to be prepared.
Or even like a double action at start of combat, maybe, or
would you allow that?
I don't know what that means.
like taking the turn that was saved and then another turn after.
Yeah. Or like
Um,
starting my turn with the held action being like the very first thing that I do, and then I start
Just like an extra
yeah, and then
action.
I start my turn normally
yeah,
after that.
yeah.
Okay.
Order of initiative is Lady Fienna first, then Octoplant, then V, Wade, Lamar, and Tyrion, and Navi. Actually, Navi's gonna kind of look to all you guys, and you hear her voice in your helmets. Do I have to stick around for this part? This is getting a bit much for me.
You may flee, but we are definitely talking about this later. You chide us as if we were going to die here then run. I thought you were a bird, not a rat and a coward.
And Navi's gonna fly off towards a tree and hide. So
As
Navi has
Navi flies
exited
off, we're
combat.
gonna reprogram you later.
Okay. So Lady Fiona is going to go first. What did I just roll for? I don't even know what she's doing yet. All right, Lady Fiona, uh, taking notice of the giant flower monster that is now in her forest, has grown offended, and her white cloak starts to turn white. Or
Vesper
her
is
white
so shocked by this. What is that shade? It is like she is glowing.
It's
her white
eggshell.
cloak starts to
Stupid
turn
white.
black as the shield that is around her shoulders crackles with green energy. This vile witch has disrespected me and my forest. Act as my champions and defeat this brute. I will do what I can to stop her. And she's going to attempt to use magic once again to break Lyra's focus on this magic spell. One page. Successfully, Lady Fienna uses a blast of green magic coming from the center of her shield, uh, and she blasts Lyra directly in the chest, who breaks focus, crying out as she finally falls from her broom again. Her broom instinctively chasing down after her magically. Lyra is going to take another point of damage, bringing her down. What? There's my pencil again. Damn. She was at 5 last time, I think. That's right. Right. So Lyra is falling from their broom. Um, next in next is Octoplant. Octoplant is going to take notice of their master falling from the sky and is going to ignore everyone else and start to make a dash towards her, passing Wade.
Question:
Mhm.
Is there a facility in Essence 20 for like a reaction when somebody strafes across you in combat?
Just wondering the same thing.
I was also just wondering the same thing. Not one that I specifically remember, but if you want to make a reaction move, we can go for that.
I do have a held action. Could I release the held
You
action?
do.
Um, how big is Octoplant?
8 feet.
Is it shovable?
Um, you're a Power Ranger, yeah.
Okay, so I see him like running arms forward, getting ready to catch this person, right? And I just instinctively just like shoulder check them as they're running forwards and see if I can catch them off balance and shove them into those bushes over there and knock him down if possible.
Give me a might roll.
Uh, a 13 on the 20 and a 2 on the flip for 15.
So you do not push them, but you do tackle into them, throwing them off balance just a bit as they catch themselves with their right foot. And she looks down at you as she starts to dig her root legs into the ground a bit to ground herself. And she is ready to fight once more, losing focus from trying to catch Lyra, whom is kind of yelling as they're heading towards the ground. They're going to now attack Wade. They're going to swing their fist at Wade. Uh, Wade, what is your evasion?
My evasion is a 13.
All right. They're going to completely fucking whiff by you as they swing at you, and just like slightly out of reach in their attack as they miss. Turn their head back up, and with their extra attack, they're going to wave their hand to the ground and start to spawn a large like leaf to catch Lyra as she lands. So now there is a big old like Minecraft drip leaf, for lack of better wording. Any cartoon you watch where someone falls and lands on a bunch of big leaves to break their fall, that's what she lands on. And next is going to be V.
Um, Vesper wants to move between their friends, between Lamar and Tyrion. On the path is fine. A little farther back, like directly between. Um, and so everyone's gonna see Vesper noticeably point from the falling Lyra, knowing that she's just going to fall right into those leaves, or the hulking monster. And you see it stops on Lyra. And what, that's about 100 feet, or is that more than 100 feet?
Um, just about, yeah. I'm gonna send a picture of what Octoplant looks like.
They're gonna take another shot at Lyra. Another energy shot. They don't have ICU anymore though. Does a 12 hit? 10 on the 20, 2 on the flip.
The 12 is just one short. No, he does not hit.
That makes me
Well,
sad.
the shot does physically land, but just puffs off of her chest as she looks towards you from her battle of blocking and attempting to hit with Wade.
Just gonna nod their head and then turn the gun towards the plant, like, oh, not paying attention to you right now. Don't mind me. They're going to glance between between Lamar and Tyrion and go, uh, do either of you need healing, or how are you doing?
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
All good here.
All right, all right. And that's gonna be their turn then.
Next up is going to be Wade, whom is already in conflicts with the monster.
Yo, how far is Wade from V?
You guys are about 50, 60 feet apart.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like in line sight kind of ish. You're more like in
Yeah.
the trees though.
um God, I want to abuse the jump mechanic again. Can I jump from where I am to in front of V?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna put us very loosely in the formation that we were for our big mega gun thing that we did, and noticing that our enemies are basically more or less in a straight line in front of said big mega gun thing. I'm gonna turn around to my Power Rangers and look through my notes to see what the fuck we did to summon the mega gun thing and try to obliterate everything in front of us in a straight line. My dumbass didn't write it down. I literally just wrote down use big gun 4-man move. Son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Well, if I don't remember, Wade definitely doesn't remember. Um yeah, he's just gonna look back and yell at everybody and say, "Come on, fellers, let's make the big gun." And then
Let's find the combined weapons rules real quick.
yeah, try to do that.
There. So you're trying to initiate making the weapon.
Correct. I have no idea if we have to be in the same exact formation that we were the first time because I don't remember who was standing where. But I don't think Wade would know that either,
Oh,
so he's just gonna go for it. Just even if it doesn't work, he's gonna try.
you guys are just kind of standing like 2 by 2 on either side of it, holding it up. So there's no specific order you need to be in when you summon it.
I feel like this is vaguely the formation everyone was in. Again, people placement, I'm not entirely certain about.
I think that was correct. V was like the gun part. You were the like barrel. Tyrion was the handle, and Lamar was its stand, I believe.
Um,
I don't have it in my notes.
I got distracted.
it was Lamar's Star Slinger as the base. He would throw it into the air and it would grow to be large enough for 4 people to hold at once. So it grows to about cannon size. Next is Wade, who puts their shotgun in the middle of that slingshot, and that fuses into place to become one of the barrels. Vesper puts their sniper on top, upside down, on top of a Wade's shotgun that becomes one of its second and third barrels. And Tyrion puts their couplers under the front part of the Star Slinger to act as a tripod. And the
Big
whole
old
thing
gun.
becomes one big old gun. One big old machine Gatling laser gun.
Yeehaw.
Can it be on fire too?
Say again?
Can it be on fire too? Because isn't Wade's axe on fire?
It's a fire axe, not a literal axe on fire, because he's a fireman.
Oh, man! I was my nerdy ass was so excited. I was like, man, this shit's on fire. It's so cool. I'm not thinking like a fireman's axe. I'm dumb. I still want it to be on fire now.
I'll make it happen at some point, but it's got to be organic.
So you do
I
have the
believe in
opportunity to
both
make
you and
your
Wade.
you do have the opportunity to make your combined weapon, but you do have a full health monster in front of you.
Yeah, my goal is just literally everything in front of us that's within reason. The leaf, even
Right?
that the bitch is gonna land on, if that's even a thing that we can hit. Let's whatever we can hit.
Right? Is that something that everybody wants to go for?
Big old gun.
Yes.
Big
Go
old
gun?
gun.
All right, big old gun. All right, so forming up, everybody gets in a formation of 2 by 2. Uh, as Lamar throws her slingshot up into the air and it grows into the appropriate size for all 4 people to hold it. Wade bringing down their shotgun, Vesper bringing down their sniper, and Tyrion installing their cosmic couplers as you stand side by side and hold the. What are we calling this?
Big old gun.
As we hold the
That
big old
was a
gun.
good question.
Honestly, I don't think Vesper was the one that would like name their stuff. Like their sniper's name is just Hermes. So I think they would just be like, "Be good gun it is."
I'd like to think that everyone heard Wade say, "Let's make the big old gun," and then that's just everybody kind of refers to it as that now.
Lady Fienna is
Yes.
gonna like look down from the sky at you guys and just kind of, what the, what machinery, what vile machinery. And she's gonna look down, kind of like just judging you.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
hot,
you
right?
guys, I it
Imbue it with magic.
I oh dear. And she puts her hand on her forehead and waves her free hand. So when you guys do attack, you will all be rolling individually with an upshift. Um, hmm. And that was way. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Okay, I turned it over by accident. Uh, all right. So with your weapon in hand, you guys want to take fire?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Everyone,
Alrighty.
give me a targeting roll with an upshift 1. Everyone must get above 7. So not too hard.
I got a 14
Yeah.
on the 20 and the 4 on the 8.
I got a 16 on a 20 and a 1 on the flip, but you announced how much it was, so I'm not going to even use the ability that she has.
Yeah. If you have above 7, you're good.
I got 7 on the 20 and a 2 on the flip.
I get a 5 on the 20 and a 5 on the d6 for a total of 10.
All right. So, all of you taking aim, uh, in the same way that you felt in sync the first time you morphed together, you all feel in sync again as you hold out one arm. Uh, you have one arm supporting the gun, and you hold out your second arm, holding it out to the sky, and you all shout "Fire!" as all the points of fire from the blaster start to blast out. Um, Everybody, give me a d6 roll.
I got a 5.
I got a 3.
5.
2.
All right. Octoplant is blasted into violently by all the beams of fire as they are sort of blown backwards and onto the ground, being knocked through a tree. Lyra is almost spared by most of the fire as Octoplant was in front of them, but the leaf that was under them gets destroyed, and as they also take a few hits of fire. Um, Octoplant is going to take 4 damage as sparks and smoke fly off of them. And Lyra is going to take 2 damage as they fall to the ground and take a couple shots of damage before the gun slows down automatically, keeping itself from overheating. You all still have the large combined weapon, but you do not have access to your individual weapons in this moment. And we're going to go back to the top of the turn as Fienna kind of winces at the violence and afterwards flies down to Lyra, whom is on the ground. And Lady Fienna flies down to her and magically magically produces cuffs made of light that wrap around her wrist and her ankle, and she is now bound to the ground as she struggles a bit angrily. Lady Fienna looks to all of you. Finish this how you must, and we will reconvene after. And she picks up Lyra and flies off into the sky. And they exit combat. Next is going to be Octoplant, whom is now enraged. Uh, they're going to stand up from the tree that they had broken through, and they're going to pick it up, and they're going to toss it at the group of you. Um, they are throwing a. Where's the size chart? God damn it! I don't know where the size chart is. We're gonna use one of these putties as the tree right now. So something about this big is coming at you guys. About 20 feet long. Is it was throwing at you long ways, so everybody's in danger right now. So everyone, give me an evasion.
Wait, do you want us to
You just
roll, or do you want us to just tell you our evasion stat?
Oh yeah, no. Tell me your evasion. Sorry.
13.
13 as well.
15 for Lamar.
also 15.
All right. Did anyone get 17 or above?
No, we were
I
all,
don't-
I think, 6.
We all get it.
Are we able to have 17? guess if we put all of our points into speed.
I was gonna say Wade has
Alright.
17 cleverness.
All right. So the tree branch, or not tree branch, but the tree that is flung at you, hits all of you, and the power weapon flies out of your hands as you were all kind of rolled over by this tree that rose into you, over you, and past you, landing on the ground behind you. Um, and you all take 2 points of damage.
Ouchie.
Make another roll on the side real quick.
Are we all still together, or have we been like thrown away from each other?
You're all still together, but you're all on the ground, and I will also give you all the.
Are we knocked prone?
Yes. Yeah, you're all knocked prone. And after their attack, Octoplant is going to come back into the road and start to move towards you all a bit. They have one more action they can use. They're going to pair fighting stance, actually. They want the ones. So now you're all faced with an Octoplant that has no one to defend and is ready to fight until it's over. Next in initiative is V.
What's everybody's health at?
4.
2.
4 of 6.
Oh, okay, better than I thought. Okay. Is it does it cost anything to stand up? Hmm.
No, standing as a free
Yeah.
action.
I don't have my weapon anymore. Do I see where the weapon is?
Um, hmm. Let me
And
see if
does
it's
it
even
take
still
all
there.
does it take all four of us to use the weapon?
It absolutely takes all four of you to use it. Yeah.
Oh.
It's still there. It has not dissipated. Um, it is laying on. I'm going to use Navi's token to represent where it is. It's still kind of between all of you, but it was like it's under the tree.
So, question question for the GM: when we
Mhm.
form the big old gun, we have to put our normal like weapons into it, right? So we are effectively disarmed
Yeah.
from our regular weapon as well. Okay.
Yes. However, you can summon your weapons. So in this instance, you would be able to summon your weapons back to you, but it would take apart the power weapon,
Okay.
the combined weapon, the big old gun.
Oh,
And we can
okay.
only combine once a day, right?
Yeah.
How
Or
Oh,
once
well, that,
once per combat.
once per combat.
Gotcha.
Okay.
all right. Well, then, yeah. V's gonna look to their comrades on the ground at their feet, sigh, well, it was fun. Uh, I suppose we won. And then they're gonna like hold out their hands, and Hermes, their gun's going to appear back in their hand, and they're just gonna take a shot at the big old baddie in front of them.
Give me a targeting roll.
Does a 17 hit? 15 on the 20, 2 on the flip.
17 does hit.
Oh, okay, I'm not retiring that dice then.
All right. So, Octoplant takes the blast right in the face as the porcelain of their face starts to crack a bit, and you hear them growl from under their mask. It's very deep and throaty, and she is preparing something. Um, Next in initiative is Wade.
I discern how beat up this abomination is.
After I apply the damage that Vesper just did, yes, that did 1 damage, bringing her down to 4. She is dirty and covered in leaves. Her face is now cracked. Um, uh, she is visibly beat up. She's still ready to fight, but she won't be lasting too much longer if it keeps up like this.
The big old gun did 4 damage, right? You said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to you know what? How much different from this thing from the putties is this thing from, any other living creature? Is it more
Uh,
like on the person end of things, or is it more on the putty end of things? Do I think there's a chance that I can talk to it and it'll actually react in a sentient way?
it is more a monster. It is not spoken. I failed to send image. Why?
Okay.
Alright, I sent the image of it to the chat. I thought I did earlier, but it didn't. It wasn't successful for some reason. But yeah, she's more on the monster end of things. She is not spoken.
I see.
Um, it understands language. You've been able to tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with it's okay to murder it because it's probably not a person logic.
And then yeah,
Um,
it was made from clay in front of you guys.
yeah. Well, Wade still hasn't wrestled with the ethics of that. Um, yeah, I guess I'll just take the cue from V, and I'll also shoot at the monster with my gun. I'll summon shotgun axe to my hand, and I'll give it the old 1-2 buckle my shoe.
And the power weapon or the combined weapon has disappeared from under the tree, and it slams back down. It slams down onto the ground as there's now empty space under it. And you're gonna fire your shotgun. Give me a targeting roll.
Where is my good D4? Here we go. Ha! Ha! How many story points do we have left?
2, I think.
Yeah, 2 sounds
I
right.
use one.
Heck
Go
yeah,
for it.
go for it.
Okay, that's a lot better. That's an 11 on the D20 and a 4 on the D4 for a total of
Nice. All
15.
right, so you uh ready your gun and you blast your shot at it as a mess of energy and sparks shoot out your gun, hitting Octoplant in the chest, and they fall onto the ground. They are now both stunned and prone. So since they are stunned, they can't take any actions on their next turn. And actions taken against them get edge. They're going to take another point of damage, bringing them down to 3 health. Aaron is now unprepared.
Wade's gonna say under his breath again. "Bitch."
Next up is Lamar.
All right. So I'm gonna use my move of the turn to try and flip over the tree and or get behind the big tree as cover. And then do
Okay.
some sniping from there. Follow everybody's suit. Lamar is bloodied, so I imagine he takes a couple seconds once he gets to the other side of the tree and then conjures up and flips over the side of the tree and fires.
What's the range on your slingshot?
50 to 100.
All right, okay, you're good.
And then I got a 13 on the 20 and a 4 on the die.
Right, and that is also a hit as your shots explode. Oh, I guess you didn't need edge on that because you got it anyway. But
Mhm.
as your shots explode on Octoplant, who is on the ground, and they're at 2 health. They are still prone and they are still stunned.
And then I'll do my second shot.
You have two
And we
attacks.
have. Yeah, it's
Or using volley.
right. No, volley puts me up to 4. The Star Slinger just generically shoots 4 times,
Okay,
which
yeah.
makes two attacks, quote unquote.
Yeah. Upper gore.
I rolled a 1 and a 4, but we have edge, right?
Yes.
That's a 14 and a 2.
And that also hits as once again they explode with energy and sparks as they writhe on the ground in pain. Now yelping out as their mask fully shatters. They have 1 health left, and Tyrion, it's all down to you.
I also think
Oh,
after hearing the yelping that Lamar's going to be like, "Hey guys, maybe do we want to take it easy?"
No, we should put it
what
down.
is
Already
easy?
there. I like this kid. No wonder why we're friends.
Uh, all right.
I have a question. When we were talking about running and jumping, what's the deal with that?
So average jump distance is 5 feet. When you're morphed, it's tripled. So 15 feet.
Got it.
But you can
And
also
if
do
I
like a
was to
running
move,
you can also do like a
right,
running long jump, which is 10 feet.
and that's tripled or no?
Yes.
Would I be able to maximum movement and jump?
I don't think you would need to max. Well, yeah, I don't think you would need to max, but yeah.
Is jumping an action, or is it like a
It
half
does say
action?
it says. Oh, is it an action? Hold on.
I would consider it movement
Okay, movement, cool. Um,
or part of your movement.
part of the movement. So I gotta get up close and personal to Flower Madam,
So
and
you're gonna do a running jump.
I will do a running jump.
All right. And would you give me a acrobatics with a difficulty of 5?
Okay, cool. So I will come on. Okay, I'm going to use adolescent attitude, and that allows me to re-roll on a 1 per scene. And you know what? And I'm going to further use adolescent attitude to attempt any skill I don't have, and I can upshift it. So since it was a plane, I get the flip too. All right, we got an 8 and a 2 for 10.
Right, so you successfully make your long jump and you are heading towards the monster. What you gonna do
I
for
am
this
going
final strike?
to utilize my triple strike because I'm good. And still trying to figure out how to do this. It says I can spend a power point to use a finesse attack action.
Mhm.
And it says I'm able to attack with each of my hands at no penalty.
Okay.
And then make a third follow up martial attack. So do I roll 3 times or do I just roll once?
I think you roll. Yeah. You're gonna roll 3 finesse.
Okay. Okay. So the first one is 6 and a 1 for 7.
And that is a miss.
All right. The second one goes 10 and a 3 for a 10 and a 1 for 11.
It's also a miss.
Jesus Christ. Hit at some point. And then we got a 14 and a 1 for 15.
There we go. And so you take your long jump, and mid-air you turn yourself upside down and swing your couplers down at the monster. The first two hit but do not break through, causing any real damage. But the third one, as you land at its head, you swing down, cracking its mask fully open, and the monster screams as light flows out of its body and it explodes into a green light of pollen and flower petals that dance and fall all around the four of you as the monster is now defeated.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Vesper's gonna just clap their hands like, good. I knew it would end this way.
Lamar, without noticing, the tree that you were taking cover behind is gone, and the tree that was previously broken, and any tree before that was damaged, like the smoldering tree, is now completely healed, and as if it was never bothered in the first place. You guys are now out of combat as you hear a voice in your ears. You have done it. From this point, consider yourselves my champions. As Lady Fienna appears out of thin air before you, Lyra at her feet on the ground, still bound in light. Lady Fienna floats a little bit above Lyra. Lyra is unconscious.
Mm, I would say you should kill her, but I believe you owe our friend an apology, an explanation about his father. And she's gonna like point to Wade, who's next to her.
Navi is also flown back over and is kind of floating in between everybody but closest to Lady Fienna. I do owe explanations. However, this one will live for now as she looks down at Lyra at her feet. Her death is not useful. She has many things she can help us with. The first being my mission to you before answers. And Lady Fienna's eyes are going to turn white as she looks at everybody, and everyone's senses are going to go numb for a second as they lose vision of the forest around them. V, in the same way that this happened to you earlier, you're all in white light, but the white goes from the light to the mystic forest once again, but you're looking up from the base of the giant tree in the center that reaches up into the sky. and you're panning around it like a camera looking at the tree. This is the Mystic Hollow. At the base of this Mystic Hollow, there was damage that has affected your world. Magic no longer flows there. I am tasking you with restoring it. This girl was searching for the mystic root. Find it, reconnect it to the mystic hollow, and give your world back the gift of magic. Then you shall receive answers on the Death's Head night.
I am not quite familiar with this phrase. Death's Hands Night?
Death's Head, I
Oh,
believe they are the ward, the knight, and the champion of a vile goddess from far beyond this world, this galaxy. She comes from something I cannot even call here. She's from beyond beyonds, the Moth Queen.
A bug.
No mere bug, young Tyrion. Much worse. She is a goddess from beyond this realm. When she arrived, she quickly took hold of everything around, making it as if she was always here when she only arrived recently. She is
Story
powerful,
dog.
she is cruel, and she commands your father. This is all I will share for now. And all your vision goes back to normal as you all look around at each other. Find the mystic root. It is in this forest, and I believe it wants you to find it.
I just want to get this correct. We defend your forest after you insult our friend and his up to now believed deceased father. Then you ask us to aid you as a reward, and our reward is we fight a god being's champion. And then only after our reward of that reward, you will tell us what we're asking. Is that true?
The Death's Head Knight does not walk these paths. That magic is not allowed here. I implore you to follow my words. You are commanded by a goddess, and when commanded by a goddess, it is wise not to anger her. Everything I do, I will do to help you.
This is kind of like all over Wade's head. He's kind of eyes glossed over, not really there in the moment. um, he's gonna take all that in as best he can, and he's gonna ask. So we got to go to the center of the earth to find some magic root, and then you'll help me find my daddy.
In a sense of speaking, yes, Wade.
All right, let's go.
But and then as he like says that, Vesper's just gonna be like, "But we're doing it all for free." What? What is the reward? Somebody tell me.
Young Vesper, you are determined for a reward. Consider it not having to walk back. And she waves her hand, and you're all outside of the Mystic Forest again, outside of the gate where you originally walked inside, next to Bandora, who turns around and goes, "Oh, what the fuck?"
You have to admit it was
how,
nice not having to walk.
how to go?
We had to fight and kill so many stuff. I am at half health, and she would here. You here's a special transformation. Kill this thing for us. What are we? Free labor? And then they're gonna look to Bandora. Are we free labor?
Bandora's gonna run his hand through his hair. I'm gonna be real with you, bud. Sometimes I
You
we're
did not mention
superheroes.
this. You did not mention this when you told me this. Is all I'm saying, and I do not think that it is fair. But we have to fight another being, another one.
I can take you guys out for ice cream.
Tyrion perks up.
Wade also perks up.
That might be fair.
All right. Let's get back to the ship, and you guys can catch me up on everything that happened. And I heard Ernie's is back open. The city's very, very fast when it comes to fixing up damage. Uh, you know, everything is kind of. But yeah, let's get to Ernie's. I'll get you guys some ice cream. You can catch me up on everything. I'm glad you guys made it out.
When did Ernie sell ice cream?
They sell smoothies. They have cold stuff.
Wade's gonna look
All
back.
cold stuff is not ice cream.
Yeah, but if you got freezers and like, a smoothie machine, which is basically a soft serve machine, just less soft. More soft, even.
Herbert, that's not ice cream.
You
Point
explain
is,
that to Ernie. I'm sure
he
he
has
will enjoy that.
yeah, tell it to Ernie when we get to Ernie's.
What about
Uh
shaved ice?
and I know a spot for shaved ice.
No, I mean at like Ernie's.
Oh, no, he doesn't have a shaved ice machine.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, like, he has a snow cone machine. So like if you wanted a
It's not.
snow
It's not the
cone,
same. Don't. I'll
it's not the
figure it
same.
out later.
We'll figure out shaved we can make shaved ice on the ship.
Where's
That sounds fun.
where is Mick when we need him? He would know.
Mick has been on the ship. I think he's working on Secret Spider, but also just like keeping an eye on everything else. That storm is gone. It dissipated about 30 minutes ago.
Right around the time she went unconscious.
Who?
No one. Later.
Yes, we should talk about that on the galleon and not here.
Yeah. Wade's gonna deflect. He's gonna look back at everybody and say,
Ice
and
cream.
I just want to apologize. Sorry earlier for the fellers with the hard R. Normally, I don't let that kind of language slip, but it was a very tense situation, and I want to apologize. I'm not prejudiced.
Vesper's going to walk over to him, kind of pat his shoulder, and I'm assuming like we're done with battle, right, Lavender?
Yeah.
As she pats his shoulder, she's going to use Helping Hand. She used one of her personal powers to give him 1 health and go, "It is okay. Battle changes people, but it is up to us to see how it changes us."
Tyrion instigates and says today with no context.
So Bandora kind of gathers you all up, and you guys start to walk towards the ship that is in the sky before you have a clear bit to teleport up. And as you do, all your communicators go off at the same time, including Bandora's. And before you can answer, you hear the voice of Lady Fienna. I have made myself accessible to you. Should you need to reach me or I you, you can reach me through this device. And her voice cuts off. And Bandora turns around again. All right, yeah, let's get that ice cream and catch up. And as he says that, we're going to end today's session as we zoom out from the regular forest and out into space and into the nothingness. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Power Rangers. Our heroes are leveling up to level 3.
Hey.
So get ready
Ooh.
for more power and more adventures. The Death's Head Knight looms. What does that even mean? Who is the Moth Queen? What is the Mystic Root and where is it? And if Lady Fienna wants to help us, why is she being so forceful about it? All these answers and more coming up soon. Anyone have anything they want to say before we head out?
Big old gun.
Big old gun.
Oh, rip big old
Big
gun.
old gun.
Defeated by
Big
big old
old
tree.
gun. All right, from Roll4D4, thank you for listening. And cross your fingers for me with PAX Unplugged. I'm really hoping I'm able to run this game. If not, we're going to aim for Ranger Station of next year in March. So look forward to those two things. Even if you're not coming to see me or play my game, look forward to those things because they're nice things to go to, especially Ranger Station. It is a nice, black-owned, locally run Philly convention run by Power Rangers fans for Power Rangers fans. It's a great experience. It's a great time. Um, this is Ennui, your GM, signing off. Have a great afternoon, morning, night, evening, day.